my beautiful people, welcome back to a gorgeous evening. It's been so lovely today, and it's actually not freezing tonight, which is really nice. So tonight we're going to be doing something very fun. A few weeks ago I did a piece called Aether, which was a transparent base coat. I had underpainted the base on there with a couple of mandala stencils, and then we did a blowout with a transparent base coat, and it was really fun. And today I was looking through some of my stencils and I found this one that I really love. This is a crane and a couple of smaller cranes, and I've used this a few times before, and I love how it looks. It's so clean against the darker background, and I think a really pretty blowout with a transparent base coat is going to look amazing. So this is an 18 by 24 that I have underpainted with Greenish Blue from Amsterdam, and I have used my stencil. This is Golden's glass bead gel mixed with TLP Brulee, which is a gorgeous color. It's kind of got a goldy bronze shift to it, which is really pretty. So I'm excited about this. Let me show you the colors we're going to be using in the blowout. The first one is TLP Unicorn, which is absolutely stunning. One of my favorites. Really beautiful color. And my piggies are mixed to my Tipsy Piggy recipe, which is I disperse my pigments in isopropyl alcohol and then I add them straight to my pouring medium. I don't add any additional Floetrol or anything because I don't want it to get too thin, but this is perfect. So this is TLP Unicorn. A gorgeous color shift on there from blue to like a really striking violet color. Very pretty. This one is Zemzelen, which I love. So pretty. I've used this a couple of times before. I really love this color. Kind of an electric blue, which is, I hope, going to be really awesome. And it shifts to like a purpley color, which is very neat. So that's Zemzelen. And then we have Amsterdam Pearl Yellow, which I really like because it dries in this very beautiful light gold shifty color, which I don't know if you guys can see, but I can. I love it. So we're going to be using those three colors to do the blowout. But first we're going to put down our transparent base coat, and then we're going to use the Makita cordless mini leaf blower to blow it out. So my pouring medium is the Golden's Heavy Gel Gloss with Floetrol. That's also the transparent base coat. I have added some water to it to thin it out a little bit. So this is the pouring medium with water, and that is the transparent base coat. Nothing crazy, nothing special, nothing weird. So let's pour this on top. My stencil is dry. It's been a couple of hours and it's dry now. So we're going to pour this on here, and then we're going to tilt it out, and we're not going to leave a very thick coat on there. Okay, just going to go with the corners. We're going to cover this nicely. Just let this float down. I need a little bit more up here. This cover that stencil. So the 2 or 3 that I've done previously with the stencils, this has worked fine. A little scary the first time, but it does work. I'm going to put a little bit more on there. You don't want a lot on top of this area. Okay, so we've got our transparent base coat down. That's good. And now we're gonna put down our color, and then we're gonna blow it out. So I'm gonna start with, actually I think I'm gonna start with the unicorn. So obviously I want to leave that area alone. Actually, I think I'm gonna torch it real quick. Okay, so we're going to start putting our color down, and I've purposely put my paint in these little Dixie cups so that I can squeeze the tip and control better how much comes out. All right, are you ready, darling?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we're going to start kind of over here. follow that with a little bit of the pearl yellow. And some of the zimzellen. Okay. I didn't put a lot of paint on there because I want this to be more minimal. Okay, I really like the Makita because it's cordless, because it blows cold air, and because it has a progressive trigger with variable speed, so the harder I squeeze, the harder the air blows. So, we're going to blow this out. I'm just going to start right over here. You ready, darling?
Yes, ma'am.
Touching my shirt. That's pretty. I really love that zimzellen. It's such a gorgeous color. I wish I had put another color kind of on top of it, but I think it's going to be alright. Maybe we just need to blow right here just a little bit more. Alright, I really like this composition, and we've left our cranes alone. So this is going to be awesome. I will show you guys when it's dry. See, teeny tiny piece of hair right there, which we don't need. Okay, turn this around so you guys can see it. There we go. This is pretty. There's some beautiful cells coming up in here, and in through here, and in through here. And right here on the edge too. And I can see the unicorn, and I can see the zimzellen, and I can see the pearl yellow. So this is cool. I will show you guys when it's dry. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll be right back. Hello again, my beautiful people. Welcome back. The video we just shot wasn't that long, so I figured we have a couple of minutes to play. I got some really cute little molds from a company called Into Resin. I did a video a couple weeks ago with some of their jewelry tray molds, which I really liked. And these have a beautiful crystal pebble finish on the outside. It's just a little jar, but there's two of them and they're super cute. And I've been wanting to play with them, and it's nice and warm, so we're gonna do it today. Okay, so I have my art resin all mixed up. It is kind of yellow because it's a little bit older, but it doesn't matter because we're going to put pigment in it anyway. The pigment we're using today is this little Piggy pigment in algae, which you guys know how much I love. So I love using the pigments in resin. It's actually my favorite way to use them because I feel like you can see the true color beautifully. Okay, so we're going to take a scoop of the algae and we're going to put it into the resin directly. Maybe 2 scoops. put the lid on before you do anything else because you don't want to spill it. Okay, and we're just going to stir this up until it's all incorporated. You should wear a respirator. I am working outside, so I don't feel the need. But if you're working indoors, please make sure you have proper ventilation and you're using the right tools and precautions. Okay, so now we have our algae. Look at how pretty that is. Oh my God, can you see the color shift on it?
Yep.
Woo, gorgeous. Okay, so we're just gonna pour these 2 little ones, and I also have enough algae mixed up to do this tray again. So when you're using resin, you always wanna have baby wipes on hand. They are your friend. Very helpful for everything. Okay, so we're gonna pour this first one. Are you ready, husband of awesomeness?
My lass, that I am.
See, I'm gonna put my glasses on for this so I can actually see. It's a piece of hair. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna pour a little bit into the bottom first. And we're gonna give it a squeeze to release any air bubbles and make sure all those little nooks and crannies are filled in. And we're gonna very slowly pour the rest of it. You don't want to pour it fast because it's just going to make more air bubbles. I'm going to get all the way to the top. Nice and slow. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now we're going to do this other side, which is the jar. That float down in there. It doesn't take very much to get in that side. Okay, I'm going to clean off the top of that in a second. Let's do this one now. We're going to pour this little side first. Okay, that's good. Now let's do this bigger one. Let's get this piece of hair off of there. Thank you, Teddy. Okay, here we go. Squeeze. It's going to be so pretty. So the 2 of those molds needed just about an ounce of resin, which means we should have 3 ounces left, which we do. So now we're going to pour this on. Ready, darling? Just want to make sure I don't need to top up on. Okay, we're going to go around the edge first. Across the top. That's pretty cool. Alright, so I'm just going to take my stick and kind of move this around. Alright, that looks pretty good. I'm just going to move this. Maybe it wants to go in there, that's fine. Okay, now I'm going to take my heat gun. And we're just going to hit this with a little bit of heat and it's going to pop all these bubbles. Just like that. You don't want to use your torch with resin molds because it will melt them and then you won't be able to use them anymore. So anyway, this was just a quick little add-on to our other video. That piece is dry and I will show it to you at the end of this video along with these 2 once I have demolded them. So we'll be right back with dried results. Okay, so here we are with our dried results. This is a couple of days later. I am so pleased with this. I love how this turned out. I love that base coat color. It's so pretty. And I really, really love that crane stencil on there. I think it's so beautiful. And especially with that golden glass bead gel and the TLP Brulee. It's really, really, really pretty. So much definition in this one stencil. It's really, really cool. And then we get into the blowout, which is kind of awesome. So we have the Zimzellen here, which is the more purpley one, and the unicorn is that really pretty light blue, and the gold that you see there is the pearl yellow. Oh, very, very pretty. Just sort of this wandering path through the sky. Really neat stuff. And of course the unicorn and Zimzellen are both shifty. I don't know if I can make them shift, but they are shifting. They are very glowy and very, very pretty. And I think the colors work. It's like this part in here. This seems like it's just literally glowing from inside. Really cool stuff. So the Zimzellen kind of goes this like electric blue color. I don't know if it's working on camera right now, but I can see it. And then the unicorn shifts. It's just so sparkly and so beautiful. And of course the pearl gold or pearl yellow is actually kind of golden color. You can finally see it. So this one turned out awesome. I'm really happy with how this looks. I like the composition. I love the little cranes. I like that it's very simple, not very, very overly complicated, which is interesting because this one took so long. Between painting the base coat and waiting, and then the stencil and waiting, and then the transparent base coat and then waiting for that to dry. This took so much longer than normal pours, but it looks so simple. Just so funny to me. So this was our beautiful transparent coat, base coat over the crane stencil on a solid background. So I also have those 2 little pudding jars that I made. Let's go check those out because they're adorable. So I demolded these this morning. This is the little tray. And then these are the little pudding jars. Look at how cute. Just tiny. I hope you guys can see that detail on there. Just so adorable. There's the little lid. So these probably used half an ounce of resin for each one total. But so cute. I just love these. I don't know what you would keep in there. But they're so pretty. I love these. So these are by a company called Into Resin. And you can find them on their website. These are called little pudding jars. And they came in a pack of 2. And then these are the diamond resin trays, which came out like that. So let's go in the sun real quick so we can see what color this actually is. This is algae, of course. Whee! So pretty. I love this pattern. It's just beautiful. Really nicely finished. So cool stuff. Anyways, let's go back over to the painting and we'll see what's what. So this was awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day, and we'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.